friends, welcome back in another episodes of Lords of Blades. Today we're gonna have 10 Chinese swords and some of them are really rare and very old. And we have also a special guest, Tai-Chi master Martina Slaba.
Hello!
So, let's get started. Okay, so where are we gonna start from this?
So there are two main kinds of Chinese sword. One is called Tian. It's a double-edged straight sword. Of course, in the Song period was this kind of sword also slightly bent with carving. And second one is Dao. Dao is like saber. It's only with one blade and a little bit carved blade. So this is from very ancient time. For example, we have here varying states period bronze Tian. It's very old, about 3000 years, and you should see here a very nice inlay of silver and some ideograms. So this sword should be used, of course, with different weapons like spears and alabards, and also with shields. And it's not so long because material of this sword should have some limits. So if a sword is so long, should bend or break. And steel swords is not from for example, varying states period, Zhou period, but from Han period.
Okay guys, so we know the basics and now we're gonna take a look on each sword. So for example, Master Jakub, what is this? It's pretty heavy.
Yes, it's start of 20th century sword and it's a special sword for execution. It's not for fighting. So this guard is only S-shaped, and if we are observing the blade, we should hear some bending here and cracks.
So maybe it was used actually.
So it means that this cut was produced with very big power, but bad angle of blade, which is called asuji in Japan. So bone of neck should make some damage in this blade.
So second sword is very decorative. I really like it. What it is?
So it's so-called Wenqian or literati sword for Mandarins, or it's not a military weapon, so civil weapon. And here is rayfish skin in scabbard. Everything is from brass. Here is a long life ideogram, and it's not one sword. It's two swords in one scabbard.
Wow!
It's called in old China mother and son sword.
Mother and son.
Should be surprise.
Didn't expect this at all, really. Wow. And now I guess these are come in pair, right?
Yes,
Gonna use them both. How they called?
It's in one scabbard as well, so it's two parts. And it's called butterfly sword or BHUTAN. It's very famous, for example, for Yunjiang or Wing Chun style, and it's very dangerous for close distance fight. And this sword was occasionally a boot sword, so it should be hidden for enemies as well. It's very typical for south of China, and it was used with shield as well, not like power weapon, but only one BHUTAN and shield.
And now we have this smaller arms like a dagger or something?
Yes, it's dagger, piao, and it's good for example, women self-defense. So here is rayfish skin finish as well in this
Very nice, very nice. And this one looks really also interesting, Jakub.
Yes, next short Ventien, and here is tortoise shell finish in the scabbard, so it's nice.
Turtle shell?
It's very well balanced and should be for some mandarins self-defense or weapon or some martial art master weapon.
This one it's a little bit longer and looks very, very nice.
In the fact, it's not Chinese swords, it's from Tibet or Bhutan. And why I have this sword here, because is a reason that in a Tang period from 7th or 10th century, it was very similar swords in China as well. So I suppose that was some Chinese influence to Tibetan weapons as well. It's not for stabbing, more for cutting. And if you are observing the blade, you should see temporal lines, same like in Japanese swords. In case of Japanese sword, it's called hamon. So it's very good for cutting, I suppose.
Wow.
So how about this one?
Yes. This one is very nice. It's with silver fittings and mother of shell inlay, and I suppose nice piece from south of China. It's not typical for Chinese swords that it's become in this shape. It's not so straight. It's very well balanced, so it was some civil sword for some mandarin or somebody rich.
Do you think this was maybe used more for the decorative purposes?
I don't think so, because it's a very nice blade. So it should be for real combat. Maybe blade is older than fittings. Maybe the blade should be, for example, from Ming period, from 17th century, and because blade was good, so very high level fitting was added to this sword. I suppose that it should be very good for real combat. So next one is DADAO. It has been used even in 20th century in this World War II, and it was originally a weapon for farmers. Farmers used a weapon like this for self-protection, and it was widely used, for example, in the start of 20th century, Boxer Rebellion. So you should use this with both hands and one hand as well. It's not so long, it's about 60 centimeters blade, because population of South China is not so tall like in population of North China. And it's very nice balanced. So it's very cheap weapon of these times, and the very expensive one is this one. It's also CHAM with very good engraving and carving in the fittings from brass, and scabbard is also with rayfish skin. Same like in handle. The blade is with 7 stars motif. It's typical for Wudang mountains styles, and it's a strong connection with Taoism.
So 7 stars reason, right?
Yes, it's same like in, for example, Indonesian grace or Japanese swords. Sword was in Chinese culture not only weapon, but it was, of course, something like a magical instrument, especially connected with Taoism. In the opposite, this sword is about half of 19th century. It's military officer sword, and it's not so high quality. Very good balanced, but for example, blade is not so nicely finished. in the end of Qing period, it was some opium wars and a lot of corruption, etc. So I suppose from Qianlong period, from 18th century, level of Chinese military decreased, and quality of Chinese sword were not so high quality like in the previous periods.
You can see like a lot of bending on the sword.
So it's not bending, but it's not good accuracy in time of manufacturing. So for example, this rib is like this, not so high finish like in this sword. And last one is oldest one. It's from start of history of Chinese swords. It's from Waring period, and about 3,000 years ago. Some sword like this was made for ceremonial purposes. Maybe like this one, it should be from some barbarian kingdom from Waring States period. It existed about 30 kinds of bronze in this period. So, for example, for arrows or for crossbow was from harder bronze than in a case of blade of sword. Suppose quite well balanced, but of course more dangerous weapons were different. Pole arms, for example, halberd, bows, arrows, and of course crossbows.
Martina, what is your favorite sword from this collection?
Wow.
If you would pick only one.
Only one?
Only one.
But it's not fair.
Yeah.
Probably. Why did I have to take at least this one now? Because it's double.
Oh yeah. Smart girl. Let us know, guys, in the comment section below if you would pick only one of these, what would it be? But I think for today, that's it. So thank you everybody for watching. Share, like, comment, subscribe, and see you next time.